Now, fight week. Did you know that you were the biggest underdog of that card? Like, were you aware of that?
Yeah, I was aware of that.
Yeah.
I got a lot of friends telling me that they're putting bets on and that I was the biggest underdog. But also a couple of the commentators when I was doing a few interviews did bring that up. But yeah, the odd makers, the guys that put out the odds. Yeah, I think they lost some money on that one.
Well, I thought it was crazy. It was like I know at one point it was like $4.60, right? And I was like, this is just insane, right? But like heading into fight week, like does that play on you? Like do you sometimes like look at stuff like that and go, these guys are counting me out, or does it make you rethink about your opponent? Like, is there something that they're seeing that I'm not seeing, or like when you kind of like head into fight week with, as I say, those kind of odds against you, like, does that play on you at all?
A little bit, but it's usually the general public that don't know much about the fight. Like you're not my training partners. You don't know what I'm doing in the gym. You're not the one that has stepped inside the cage. So a lot of those guys, they don't know what they're talking about. So they obviously based it off my last performance in the UFC. And obviously I had a shit performance against Jalen Turner and ended up getting stopped in that fight. And so they obviously would have seen that. And then they obviously would have, seen Jourdain fighting a highly experienced and highly talented fighter in Andre Fili and taking him to a split decision. And then before that, knocking out another, rising prospect in Du Hoi Choi, who was also a killer and knocked him out. So he's they would have obviously put two and two together. A guy that lost his UFC debut, looked like shit, against a guy that just fought two highly two highly experienced, highly, up there, with the top level fighters and took it to him. So they would have thought, yeah, okay, Josh is going to get starched this fight. So I don't blame him.